I've literally sold my car, gave up my apartment.
And I'm catching feelings, baby.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you see the title, I know y'all like, what is this girl even talking about? Like, what? Yeah, y'all probably like, what is she talking about? She quitting her job to do what? We're going to talk about it. I have been holding the secret in for a little minute now. I've decided this months ago. So basically, I'm quitting my job to solo travel. Yeah. I don't know if you guys know much about solo traveling. Yeah, you guys know what solo traveling is. Solo traveling is, you know, when you're traveling by yourself. But basically what I would be doing is considered backpacking. You know, I have a backpack and I'm just traveling across the world with just a backpack. So, yeah. Basically, this video is just going to kind of touch on, and I have my laptop here because I took notes on everything that I kind of wanted to touch on. But basically, the topic that I wanted to touch on is like what I'm doing, how I got the idea to do this, what is the plan, when am I going, where am I going, why I chose to do this, how I am able to do this, and what I am doing to save. I don't know why I said safe. What I am doing to save money. So we're going to touch all these important topics. I don't want to make the video too long. I want to keep it kind of short, simple, to the point. And honestly, I want all positive comments, nothing negative. I don't want to hear anything about, oh, what if something happens? Like, let's keep everything light and positive, please. It's something I'm doing on my own. So I don't need anything negative, because I've already heard like negative stuff about it. Coming from, you know, people's opinions. I don't want to really hear anybody else's opinion on this kind of topic. I do have my Cheetos and I do have my little pineapple juice, but I just don't want to hear anybody's opinions on it unless it's positive. And you know, you guys can give me tips, important tips. I like that, but let's just keep it positive and let's just keep it, you know, cute. So let's kind of talk about it. I have been planning this video for so long, exactly what I wanted to say, how I wanted to talk. I've been ever since I decided I chose this decision, I made this decision. I have been planning this video, how I want to say it, what I want to say, and whatever. So let's just start with why am I doing this? Or wait, what I'm doing. Let's start with that. So basically what I'm doing, like I said, I'm solo traveling, and basically I'm going to kind of answer all the questions while I'm talking. I'm not going to sit here and be like, what I'm doing, how. It's kind of going to go all into one. So basically, what I'm doing, I'm solo traveling. My first destination is East Asia. So I'm traveling, you know, most of East Asia. If you know me personally, you guys know, like, I've always just been really into, like, Asian culture. Like, growing up as a little girl, and I was just talking to my friend about this, I was like, for some reason, I was always drawn to Asia. Like, I remember being in 4th grade, we had to write an essay on like a country or something like that. I chose Beijing, China. I don't know why. I just said I wanted to go there. I never really had no correlation. Like, I was in 1st grade, I didn't really know much. I just, you know, it was just something I chose, and I was just like Beijing, China, and I wrote a whole essay about it. And I think we had to do another essay about like what our favorite animal is, and I did like Siamese cats. But I just always had this like connection to Asia. Even when I was in the womb, like, my mom literally only ate Chinese food and apple juice, like, while I was in her womb. Like, that's all she used to crave. Like, I don't know why. It's always just been something I've just been into. Like, I've always been into Asian food, Asian culture, like, everything. Like, even the stuff that people don't like the food that people would not be interested in trying, I'm like, I want to try. I don't know why. So I remember I went to Taiwan with my ex-boyfriend, and I would jokingly say, like, I'm gonna move to Taiwan one day. Like, and this is jokingly, and I'm gonna talk about why it was, like, to me it was a joke. I was just talking about, like, I want to move to Taiwan one day. And let me just tell you guys how God works and how, like, the universe just listens to things that you say. Even years before me talking about wanting to go to Beijing, China, our flight to Taiwan, it was supposed to go you know, we're supposed to have like a layover somewhere else. We ended up missing our flight because I guess they ended up moving the flight earlier. So we had to reroute, and our layover was literally in Beijing, China. I promise you. And it was just, to me, I was like that's when I got into like manifesting, because I was like, the things that I'm saying really can come into fruition. Is fruition? It can really come to real life. Like, it could really happen. Because I was a child saying this, I was like, one day, and yes, I didn't get to see Beijing, China, because Beijing, China, like, you have to have like a visa or something to even like leave the airport or something like that. Like, it's that serious. So I didn't get to like see, but the fact that I was even there, it was just crazy to me. And so I was always like, I'm gonna live in Taiwan one day. Like, I'm gonna travel Asia. Like, I'm gonna live. I always just say, like, growing up, I wanted to be like a food traveler, someone who traveled the world and ate food. But it was always like this like joke to me, like, if that makes sense, because let's just talk about it. I'm a black woman. Like, yes, we are able to do certain things, you know, but you don't really see a lot of black people backpacking or solo travel or just doing certain things like what I'm about to do. So it was just not, it was always a joke to me. Like, I never thought it was possible for me, and I just never really thought it was possible for me until one day I just sat and I was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. So I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit more of a backstory. So when I was living in like Miami and stuff, I found this YouTuber. She solo travels all across the world. I found a couple of other these are all black women, another black woman who lives in Tokyo, and just so on and so forth. I don't really see a lot of like black women who solo travel. Now that I'm making this decision, I have now like kind of been searching, and it's hard. Like, I've been searching for like more solo travelers who just backpack, if that makes sense. Like, who don't have their own house to go to after, who just kind of backpack, just travel. Like, you know, I found a few who do solo travel. They do have a house to go home to, so they're not doing exactly what I do, but they do travel and solo travel, and that's their job. So yeah, so that's basically kind of why I'm doing this, because it's something that I've kind of always wanted to do, and I've jokingly like said I wanted to do, but I don't think I took myself serious. I don't think anybody else around me really took myself serious. When I first started back college, when I was living in Miami, I was trying to study abroad, but you know, COVID had just hit, so you know, COVID was just like a huge factor. So it's kind of all circling back into itself. Like, it's just something that I've always wanted to do. Yeah, and I don't really see many black women doing this, or black people doing this, period. So I personally just want to I want to show other black women, like, this is something that we can do. Because when I look up backpacking, I see so many like people not people of color really doing this, and I really want us to start taking advantage of what is out there for us. Something, you know, kind of not doing the norm. Like, everybody doesn't need to own a business. Everybody doesn't need to, you know, have 9 to 5. Not saying there's a problem with that, but there are other things that we can do. If you ever thought of doing something like this, or it's something that maybe, you know, something like me, jokingly thought, like, you know, I always wanted to travel. I want to solo travel. I want to be that person to, like, be able to show people, like, this is something that we can do, and we can have so much fun doing it. Yes, we have to be a little bit safer, because you know how, you know, certain countries are towards black people, but it's an amazing thing to do and to be, you know, and to experience. I want to be able to show, you know, people that look like me, women that look like me, like, this is something that we can do. And I'm excited, y'all. Like, I'm really, really excited, because I'm telling y'all, when I was younger, I would just make these like jokes about doing it, and I don't know, I'm just really proud of myself. Let's just get right into it. So basically, that's what I'm doing, you know, solo traveling East Asia with a backpack. I'm gonna show you my backpack, because I already have my backpack. My auntie gave it to me, but yeah, I'm gonna show y'all. But I got the idea to do this, like, the day, I'm gonna tell you guys the day I decided to do this. So I've been living in my own apartment. My lease was supposed to be up, I guess, July 28th. My apartment is just, it was a terrible apartment. It was what it was, but the leasing office, they just suck. I did not get my lease renewal 60 days before. I literally got it 30 days before I decided to leave. And that was when I decided I'm not going to renew my lease. I'm going to do this. So basically what happened, I was doing my stepsister's hair. braiding her hair, and she was telling me how I don't know how we got on the topic. I was just telling her how, like, I don't know, like, you know, I have not got my new lease. I really want to, like, do something different. I hate paying bills. Like, I'm just miserable. Like, I hate working to survive. It's just not me. It's never been me. If anybody knows, it's just not me. Like, I've been working since I was younger. Like, I've been through things that, you know, have caused me to have to work at a very young age, to kind of provide for myself, take care of myself. So it's just not something that I want to do anymore. Like, I really just want to be able to experience something different and build on an experience. And so we were just talking, and she was telling me how her cousin, it was like living in Hawaii. She was doing the work program. If you guys heard of like World Packers and stuff like that, that's what she was doing. So she was living with like some people in Hawaii, and she was like working for them, but she was getting to live for free. So that's what I was originally going to do, something like that. And that just didn't work out for multiple reasons. But I feel like it didn't work out because it was not in the plans. You know, it was not the path that I was supposed to take. I'm not going to say I would not recommend it to other people, or I wouldn't do it after this, because I certainly would. This is just not what I'm supposed to be doing at this very moment. Like, what I'm doing now is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to talk about that as well. Like, I just know this is like my destiny. This is the path that I'm supposed to take, because when I tell you, everything has just fell in line so easily. Like, it's crazy. Like, everything has just fell in line perfectly. Like, everything, I'm not going to say everything has been so simple, but everything has just been easy. And that's scary for me, because I'm a Capricorn. So when stuff gets easy, I'm like, when is the bad coming? Because I'm nervous. What? But everything has just everything has just felt like it was like meant to happen. So that was the day I decided, okay, I'm going to message my apartment. I'm going to send them a letter saying that I don't want to renew my lease. You guys still have not sent me my lease, And so the day that they sent it, that's when I sent the letter. I can't remember if I sent it before or after. I think they sent it after. They literally sent it like a month before I, could renew my lease. And you're supposed to do it like 60 days. Like, they're supposed to give you your renewal like 60 days before, especially if they're going up on the rent. And they went up on my rent. Like, I was paying like $1,100 something, not including like, like water and all that stuff. So I basically was paying like $1,200 something a month. They went up like $1,000. It was like $1,500. Huh? No, man. I can barely afford this right now. No. So I was like, I'm not gonna renew my lease. I called Mom. I told her what I was gonna do. And I was asking her, could I live with her? She has a 2-bedroom. My little sister lived in the other bedroom. I didn't want to have to sleep on the couch again. So she was like, call my auntie. I called my auntie, and she said, yeah. She has like a bunch of extra rooms. She was like, we just made a decision of how much I can give her a month for rent. And she let me live with her. So that's where I'm living at this very moment. So that's kind of when I decided on doing this. I have literally sold my car, gave up my apartment. And when you hear me say this, you're probably like, what? But I feel like it's a beautiful thing to see someone believe in themselves so much that they are taking this risk. And I used to always be like, I used to be jealous of people who had so much faith in themselves, or in God, or just in the universe, just to get up with little to no money and just believe in themselves that much, and believing that God has something better in store for them, that they just got up, moved to another city, state, whatever, with little to no money. And I'm like, I need to be that same way. So I just been selling all of my stuff. I've been working like non-stop, saving every dime I have. Okay? Every dime I have. Saving, literally, like every dime I have, basically, except of all the bills I have to pay, gas money, sometimes I have to eat and stuff like that. Like, I've been saving every single dime. Like, I try not to spend any money. When I do things, it's like free things. I go to the beach, go to like a lake, just very cheap things. If I do buy stuff, it's stuff for my trip. Like, I bought like some clothes and stuff, because I literally gave away all my clothes. I sold some of my clothes. Actually, no, I really just gave like all my clothes away to like women's shelters and stuff like that. But like I gave like stuff away in my apartment for free. Like just everybody just come take what you can. I've given it to women's shelters, to Goodwill. Like I've given all my stuff away. That sounds so crazy, y'all. It sounds so crazy. Cause I literally have nothing. I have like, you know, some stuff, but I really just don't really have anything, if that makes sense. Like I really like was like, I'm gonna do this. So basically the plan is I leave sometime in November. I don't want to kind of get too specific with you guys just because I just don't. Just for safety reasons. I'm already solo traveling. I'm not saying like it can happen. It could. You know, there's always a possibility that somebody sees this video one day and they're like, okay, I'm going to follow this girl. And, you know, so I don't even want to kind of be too specific. So in November, sometime in November, I'm flying to New York. And I want to talk about my flight and everything for you guys too. Because I got a cheap, your girl was looking. I got a cheap flight, y'all. So I'm going to New York. New York to a specific location is where I'm going. And that's sometime in November is when I leave. So I want to be staying in New York for a few days, and then I'm going to go to East Asia. And so basically the plan is, I'm not going to put it in a specific order of what I have planned, because I literally have like a whole, let me show you guys, hold on. I have my whole iPad. Let me show y'all, because it's crazy. Like I've been planning this for months, like on go. Like this is like my what is this app called? Hold on. I don't know what this app is. It's called like Good Notes. I think this is what this one is. But I have like a whole Good Notes, and it's like a journal, and it kind of has like everywhere I'm going, how much it costs, which parts of that country I'm going to. Like it's very detailed. I will say this, I'm going to like make it better, and I do kind of want to sell my planning guide, how I planned this, because I think this will be important for the people who do want to do this. I have my savings, all of that, like literally how much I'm going to save, all of that, like from the T, what my goal is, how, you know, like my budget, where I'm going, all my solo travel essentials, places I want to go in the future, video ideas, because I'm doing this because I want to, you know, I also want to be working, I want to get paid to travel. So, you know, just I also have this like inspo. This is my inspo, how I want my Instagram to look like. Everything is like really planned to the T. Like I even have it to where I have a Google Docs, and I think I'm gonna have like, maybe I can have a video, or I can like have like something where I can sell it, like a Google Docs on exactly like where I'm gonna be at those days, what I'm gonna be doing, what hotel I'm going to be staying at, where I'm going to be going, if I'm going to take a bus that day, Like, it's very detailed. And that, the Google Docs is basically to give to my family, my sister, my mom, you know, even my friends, so they know where I'm at, where I'm staying, you know, every single day. And the Google Docs is good because even if you don't have Wi-Fi, because, you know, sometimes you're going to not have Wi-Fi, even if you don't have Wi-Fi, you can update it. Like, so if I end up leaving somewhere, going somewhere else, it's updated, and they can take a look and they can see, you know. So, you know, it's kind of like that. So I even have Google Docs of everything. Like it's detailed, and I'm gonna have like a guide or something on how to like plan your trips and stuff. I think that would be something like really nice to, you know, to give and stuff, and I will, you know, sell it on like a platform or something like that. So yeah, so basically I'm going around East Asia. So kind of the places I have is like Bali, Vietnam, Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, South Korea, Thailand. 8. That's 8. Wait, Bali, Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, South Korea. I think that's all I have planned so far. Yeah, I think we already touched on like how I'm able to do this. Like I said, I actually didn't say this. I've done a lot of research. I did research through TikTok, YouTube videos, Google. I just kind of did a lot of research on what to do, how to do it, and stuff like that. And of course, I'm not perfect. Of course, when I get over there, I'm probably gonna make some mistakes. I looked up, you know, what countries you like, you know, what U.S. citizens need. So I went and got like vaccinated, of course. I have to get my second dose soon. I also because I thought I was gonna, so I thought that was gonna be the best decision for me, because you don't have to be vaccinated anymore. But I just did not want to have to go to the doctor, get COVID take a COVID test like days before leaving, and then have to pay just to like get a COVID test. It was just going to be too much. So I'm like, let me just get vaccinated. Let me just be able to show my little vaccination card, and that's going to be good. You know. So yeah. I just kind of looked up, you know, if you U.S. citizens need a visa, which countries need a visa. If they don't need a visa, you know, for how long can I stay? So some is under 30, like some is under 30 days, some is under 90 days and stuff like that. So yeah, I also kind of looked up, like, you know, places to go, good places to stay. I am staying in like hostels because it's a little bit cheaper. If you guys don't know what hostels are, they're like hotels, but they're like where a lot of solo travelers like kind of like, it's like basically cheap hotels, very, very cheap. You kind of sleep on like a bunk bed, but they can look really, really nice. But it's like cheap, like $8 a night depending on where you are going, like $5 a night. It's very, very cheap. This is how I'm going to be able to save money while traveling. I kind of looked up how much food costs over there. Like, you know, like I can get, let's say I'm in Vietnam, I can get some pho for $2. I'm in America getting pho for $20, y'all. Like, I'm not living the dream. I'm miserable around here. Like, I can literally get pho for like $2 over in Vietnam. So it's kind of like that. So I kind of been like researching. And if you guys don't already, please go follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, because that's where I'm going to be posting like everything. I'm also going to be doing weekly vlogs on my YouTube. So that's what I'm saying, like your girl's into it. So I'm going to be doing weekly vlogs on my YouTube as well. Basically, you know, I want to be able to show you guys, like, you know, Thailand, Bali, Vietnam, Philippines. I want to be able to show you guys that, show some nice hostels. That's what I'm going to be doing on my show and on my TikTok. Nice hostels that I'm staying at. You know, just like the beauty of just other countries and cultures. So that's kind of what I want to be showing. I want to be showing like what I want to be eating. I'm just super, super excited. Like, I've never been so happy of myself, for myself. I've never been so proud, even though I have not got there yet. I know, like, you know, it's coming. I've never been so like secretive about something. The only people who know are just the people who like truly know me. You know, and like I've just had so many positive like things, like people, so much positive. Like, yes, people have their concerns, and I have heard negative. And that's why I tell like people that don't, not like my family, and so I say, please do not tell anybody else. I just don't want people's opinions. Like, I've sat in a room and I've got her, like, not harassed, but like somebody just had like such a negative like opinion, and it kind of really just like frustrated me, because I don't need that. Like, I don't need your limiting beliefs or your, you know, like your negative stuff to kind of, you know how somebody is just like, you know how like people in their life, they're just scared, so they try to put that on you. I don't need that, because I'm not scared. Like, yeah, sometimes I get nervous. I'm like, damn, like I'm really doing this, but it's like an exciting nerve. I'm just so happy for myself. This is something that I'm doing that I've felt more sure of than anything. Like, I get like tingly, I get very like butterflies in my stomach. Like, it's like something I've wanted to do for a long time. So like I cry sometimes, so I'm like, I'm really doing this. Like, right now I hate my situation. I hate waking up working. Like, I cried like the other day because I'm like, I hate this. I hate waking up working. I hate being on the phones every single day. It's like miserable. I'm miserable. But like I also started crying too, so I'm like, but like in a few days, in like a month, I'm going to be overseas. Like, I'm going to be experiencing something that most people do not get to experience. Oh, last thing, and then we're done. The flight. This is very important, guys. This is very important. My flight from New York to that place was like $500 something. It was with tax. If I would have went from Tampa or Orlando to where I'm going, it would have been like $1,000, $900. So what I did, I bought that ticket. It was only $500 something, and I ended up buying a plane ticket to New York, which was only $100. $113. So that ends up totaling me out to like $600 something. So with that, I was like, I think that's going to be the best decision, because then I'm saving about like $300, $400, you know, on a flight. Yeah, and so yes, I do have to get a hotel, but my mom and stuff is supposed to be coming with me to New York and stuff like that, so we're gonna get, like, you know, it's gonna be a little bit cheaper, but this, in my opinion, the flight was just a little bit cheaper to get it in New York. And I also wanted to experience New York one more time before I left, and I also just kind of wanted to you know, film a little New York City vlog as well, because I did film one when I went the first time, but the footage got lost. But that's basically how I got like a shorter flight. I just kind of looked somewhere closer to me, and then seeing that flight was a little bit cheaper to get over somewhere else. I could have drove to New York, but I just like, let me just get on a flight, so I'm not doing that. So I ended up doing a cheaper flight, so it basically ended up being like $600 something. So yeah, that's kind of how I went about my flight. So I feel like there are ways to get cheaper flights. You just kind of have to look around, do a little bit more research. You don't have to come like right out of like where you're going, like where you're from. So yeah, that's basically what I did to get like a cheaper flight. I feel like it works for me. Okay, so I first I was going to leave from Tampa to New York, and then as soon as I landed in New York City, I was going to leave like hours later to where I'm going. But then I was like, there could be complications, something can go wrong with the flight, so I need to be there a couple days before. So that's what I just ended up doing. So yeah. Okay guys, but I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. I wanted to say I hope you guys learned something. Like, I hope you guys get inspired by this video. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. I have so many amazing things coming up. I want you guys to be able to see. Remember to but follow my Instagram, my TikTok, so you guys can see more stuff there. You guys can see more behind the scenes, like, because of course you guys want to see the weekly vlogs, but y'all not going to be able to see, like, you know, other stuff, like, you know, there's going to be some stuff that y'all going to be missing. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow my TikTok, follow my Instagram, and please, like, you know, thumbs up this video. I would really appreciate it. Please comment if you can. And yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much, and I love you guys.